What up, Little Richard? What's going on, man? All right, hold up now. Hold up. All right, so we got Little Richard on the ones and twos. And if you guys been watching the channel lately, my boy, Daniel Bildo, who's right now, I believe, on Buy Me a Coffee, my biggest supporter. He's really been showing me a lot of music history, especially with the Beatles. There's a Beatles playlist you guys should go look at where I react to a whole bunch of documentaries, a whole bunch of songs with the Beatles. And he actually gave me a bunch of videos with Little Richard to react to recently. He actually did a 5 for 50 request, and Daniel just be amongst a bunch of other people on this channel, man. Y'all really drive this channel as far as the variety of what we get on this channel with the kind of music that we get. You know what I'm saying? We got Daniel, Blitz, John T, Arthur Wowill, who else? Core, you know, he be sending me donation requests. And man, like, and who else? Man. Hey, there's one more name. It's a Flash, Gary Eason. Just giving a shout out to the supporters, man. Paulette, everybody, even the ones that joined on Patreon. Like, you guys been really, really driving the channel and helping me react to the right stuff. So I just want to give a shout out to you guys. But at the same time, we do have the members tab. So, you know, there ain't no pressure to join the members. It's just over there for you guys that want to react to and see the reactions to songs early. You know what I mean? But this is kind of capsizing the rest of the Little Richard stuff that we've been doing. And if you guys want to see more Little Richard, let me know in the comment section after the video. But watching all this history about Little Richard has me like really appreciating where he is in rock and roll history. Like, to be able to be around the likes of Jimi Hendrix, James Brown, the Beatles, Rolling Stones, and all these other bands all at one point really really puts together like his legacy. And it's a shame that I didn't know this growing up, that he was instrumental to a lot of these bands being as great as they are, or the bands being influenced to be as great as they are. You know what I mean? You can find Little Richard at the roots of a lot of places. And for the fact that it seems like the music industry kind of discards him a little bit, it's a shame. And I hate that for him. You know what I mean? So with that being said, let's go ahead and let this man cook. Let's get it.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you will, a man who's become a legend in his own time, Mr. L.R. Little Richard.
Man, I just kind of heard the micro, like the whole song kind of just opened up inside of my headphones real quick. That was kind of threw me off a little bit. Yeah, I know people was going crazy in that place, man. Look at the crowd, man.
I woke up this morning, Lucille was not in sight. I asked my friends to burn all they just was tight. Lucille, baby, satisfy my heart. Please, I'm with you, baby. You've been such a wonderful star. Lucille, please come back with you, Lord.
Oh, it's kind of time capsule. It's kind of time capsule. I see it now, dude. So this is Little Richard. I would assume in the 70s versus him in maybe the 50s. What way year? Yeah, 73. So this looked like this was at least 10 or 15 years before. And Little Richard, I think he recently just passed, what was that, 2021? So yeah, so he was like, Little Richard had to have been by 80. Yeah, he had to have been by 80, man. And a lot of his story like just comes from his upbringing, man, like being somebody that came out of the gospel realm and wanted to make secular music and seeing that struggle between him and his faith versus what he wanted to do. And I think sometimes I think we get it all wrong sometimes, honestly. Like I think when it comes to artists that have a gift like Little Richard and being out of the church, I think it should have been a little bit more leniency on that. But I'm judging it from 2025. I understand what time period he's in, where those rules were a little bit more rigid at that time. Especially him being, him being, practicing alternative lifestyles and stuff like that. The restrictions were way higher on him back then. So the internal struggle had to be insane.
Baby, satisfy my heart. Please, I'm with you, baby. You've been such a wonderful star. Lucille, please come back with you, Lord. Lucille, please come back with you, Lord. Baby, do you, baby? Please don't leave me alone, yeah.
He really the most.
Thank you. Thank you. Let it all hang out.
Everybody loved Little Richard.
From down in Macon, Georgia. I want you all to know that I am the king of rock and roll.
He said it with his whole chest too. Little Richard said it with his whole chest. And a lot of people said Chuck Berry was the king godfather of rock and roll. I think it's Little Richard now, based on the evidence.
Let all the women folks say, woo! Let all the men say, oh! Oh, my soul.
I like that. A lot of like you had to have a full package, no Diddy, when it became being an artist back in that time. Like just think about the caliber of talent that existed when Little Richard first started. Like Nat King Cole, Howlin' Wolf, Chuck Berry, shoot. You know what I'm saying? Elvis in that same era. You know what I'm saying? Elvis, Frank Sinatra, the Righteous Brothers. You talking about Ella Fitzgerald. You know what I mean? Like the all these artists existed at all the same time. Everybody couldn't be famous. Everybody couldn't be famous at that time. You know what I mean? Like, so, and it's so crazy to me that at one point, Little Richard played with Jimi Hendrix. He played with James Brown. You know what I'm saying? He played with it was one more guy. I can't remember his name. But he ended up working with the Beatles. And truth be told, just think about it. Little Richard, James Brown, and Jimi Hendrix in a band. Bump the Beatles. They would have blew the Beatles away. All right, I'm just excited because just thinking about that would have changed music history forever. You know what I mean? And if you believe in multiple timelines, there's probably a timeline out there that exists where they did become a band. But at the same time, you guys want to see more Little Richard on the channel, shout out to Daniel Bildo with this request. And I'm going to catch you guys at another one, all right? Peace.